Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Dave here.
And Jill.
A pair of us. We're in the car and we're heading to the dealership. It is Monday and we are going to have a handover. But we're not going to get the van, aren't we not?
Apparently not.
It's a strange state of affairs, is this one. Their timetable, not timetable, their calendar, their diary for handovers is chockety block, isn't it?
Yes.
They've got millions of vans going out, and I assume caravans, and possibly ice cream trucks, I don't know. But whatever is going out, they're not going to be able to slot us in for a handover and take the van away in anything like a reasonable time. So here's the clever bit: we go down now, we get handed over, but we don't swap keys, we don't swap vans, we don't do anything. We just learn everything we need to know about it, and then that's it, we're done. We come away, read up on anything we didn't quite understand, although I don't think there'll be much of that, and then as soon as the paperwork comes in and the van is registered, we take Vandrometer down and come back in Nandrometer. That's about it, isn't it?
I believe so. I'm getting a bit confused now, but yeah. That's it.
Yes. Apparently it's all to do with the DVLA and a bit of paper that follows a van from the very minute it's either built, if it's built in the UK, or imported, although it'll carry its bit of paper from the minute it's built, wherever it is it's built. And then they add details onto it as it goes along, and the DVLA is kept informed at every step and all of this kind of stuff. And then when it's requested for registration purposes, apparently they're supposed to send it out. So, and get this, so that the dealer or somebody can send it back. And then it sounds like a pointless exercise to me, if I'm frank. I don't know why they can't just do it all in emails or online. Is this the VIN number? Is this the engine number? Yes. Are you Autosleepers? Yes. Have you built a Winchcombe on the chassis? Yes. Good. Are you selling it to David Dawn? Yes. Good. Tell him he can have it on Tuesday. That's all it needs. I can't see what the Clark and Fart and carry on is about, can you?
No, but there must be something. Well, there obviously is.
That. Money. That's what it's all about. Anyway, there you go. Right. Onward. This handsome fella, even more handsome than I am, but definitely slimmer, is Phil. Phil's the expert in everything Winchcombe, and Phil,
so they say,
he's going to be showing us around it anyway.
I'll give you a good video. I'll do lots and lots of talking. Let's go and do the nice bit.
Let's do that.
So, good afternoon, good day, welcome to your motorhome. What I'll do is I'll show you all the way around the outside of the vehicle first. Once we've done that, we'll then go inside and do the technical stuff, switch stuff on and show you how to do it inside.
Lovely.
With that in mind, we'll start outside and we'll start on the driver's side. The first compartment we're going to come to is your onboard gas compartment. All you need to do is plan your trip around a gas station that does it, because not every petrol station in the UK sells LPG. And in essence, you'll read the instructions at the petrol station, but in essence it's like a fire hose and you've got a lug either side. You will put the fire hose onto it, turn it clockwise and lock it into position. That will then stay where it is. At the petrol station itself then, you'll have a red button and you'll press that button to let the gas go in. Once it is full, it will kick itself off and not let any more in there. You can keep your finger on that red button as long as you want, it won't do nothing.
Lovely.
As a customer, the only thing you need to be aware of, when you then disconnect it, you will get a puff of gas that comes out of it. You're out, you're in the open, you've got a mask on, alright, if you're used to it, you're alright. Some people are scared of it, just to note. Moving along, next compartment, 12 volt adapter and your two aerial sockets that you can connect to the campsite Some campsites do let you connect to it, otherwise you've got your own internal aerial connected to the vehicle.
So that's 12 volt out.
12 volt out, so you can use like a 12 volt adapter on the outside of the vehicle, the same as if you was using a 12 volt television inside.
So 12 volt out, but aerials in. Right, that clears something up.
So for example, to clear it up a little bit more on the camera, you're 12 volt out, so you can use something outside 12 volt, TV on the outside, something like that. Your aerials going in on the campsite you're on, connect to their campsite, be it Sky, be it normal TV, into there, boosting your signal.
Right.
Next compartment is your Truma outlet, your hot water outlet. Nothing you need to do to it as a customer, just a bit of heat and steam will come out of there.
Right.
As you can see there, 12 volt, your 230 power going into the vehicle. Always remember, female end into the vehicle. The male end with no lid on it goes into the campsite.
The blue switch at the left hand side, is that? Yeah.
That's nothing, absolutely nothing.
Right.
Good question, good observation, absolutely nothing. Ventilation for your fridge, ventilation for your microwave. Has to have places to ventilate. Toilet compartment.
Aha.
Open up the toilet compartment to take out your toiletries, lift up the green handle and pull it out. Now if it doesn't come out that easy, please don't be a forceful if you're a gentleman and rip it out. It's because somebody inside the motorhome has left the toilet open, and I'll show you that once we get inside. Take the toilet out itself, turn it into a suitcase, and away you go to the toilet area. No more carrying it over here and having little bits of spillage.
Do you want to try that for size, love?
No, no, it's your job.
How many times have I heard that? To fill up your toilet, to use your fresh water and your pink liquid is above that, and you've got another tube that you pull out. This time you take off that one, you put your fresh water in and your pink liquid to help you smell fresh when you're using the flush.
Do you have to put pink in?
No, you don't have to put pink in it, it's the customer preference.
No.
And no, you don't have to put blue liquid in the bottom.
No.
If you want to spend that extra money and put it in, it helps.
We use green, the eco one.
Exactly, it does exactly the same.
Have a
Cesspits.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're asking for yeah.
And again, even if you didn't want to use the green liquid, you can just use fresh water. It's you as the customer's preference.
Okay.
At the end of the holiday, especially winterization, we need to drain this down as well. To drain it down, on the left hand side, you've got your test tube. It's hooked up on the bung on top. To empty it, pull it down, empty it, and it will drain it down. For purposes of the demonstration at the moment, it's completely dry because we don't know when you're going to use it. Happy with that?
Yep.
Perfect.
I've never seen a toilet with a catheter before.
It's only a toilet compartment, but it's got a lock on it for a purpose.
Yeah.
Please keep it locked at all times because of the way we are at the minute, because of what we've gone through. A lot of customers are coming back to us ordering new ones because they're getting pinched. Please keep it locked. Happy with that? That's the driver's side of the vehicle done.
Right, before we go any further, if anybody watching this was to go and nick a toilet cassette, seriously, have a word with yourself, you dirty buggers.
Correct. Please watch your footing. Onto the rear of the vehicle. Up top, we've got our stop and brake light. That'll come on as and when we're using the vehicle. Underneath that, we've got our reverse light. I'll show you that once we get into the front of the vehicle.
Reverse camera.
Camera. Did I say light? I did say
did.
light. Reverse camera.
Yes.
Apologies for that.
It's alright.
If and when you get active and you want a bike rack fitted, that's where your bike rack will go. And you've got your normal LED lights giving you your stop lights, tail lights, brake lights, indicators, four ways and reverse lights.
Right.
That's the rear of the vehicle. On to the passenger side. And the first compartment we're going to come to is your grey water. So your sink water and shower water, not your toiletries. And it's
Yes.
on the rear of the vehicle, underneath, and we've got our grey tap. We turn it, drain it, leave it open till it's empty. And a good idea is to leave it open till the next time you're going to use it. It just lets a bit of air get into it and it doesn't smell. In conjunction with that, underneath, as the perfect man has just demonstrated, either side we've got our rear steadies, and in the garage you've got your handle to bring them down, and they're two legs the same as a caravan, and it just gives you that extra steady within the motorhome itself while you're using it. Point to note, a bit of advice: if you are going to use them, put the wine handle in front of the driver's seat to remind yourself to lift them up, because they're very good. If you use them, it steadies the van. But if you forget and go to drive off with them down, you're going to bend the chassis of the vehicle. You put them down, your fault. So always put that tool in front of the driver's compartment so you remember.
Right.
A bit of advice. Above the Habitation door is your awning light, and I'll show you how to switch that on and off once we get inside. Underneath, you've got your electric step. I'll show you how to operate that once we open the door. If you did forget to put it away, as soon as you start the ignition, it will extract and put it away for you. Where you'll fill up your fresh water. The way we do it here at Marcus is we've got a garden hose. We then put the garden hose in and fill it up. Once it is full, it will come back out the same way. Or on the bottom of the freshwater container, on the top of it, there's an overflow pipe. It will come out of there. So what we're saying, gentlemen, if you're filling it up and the wives are giving you 101 things to do, you'll never ever flood the vehicle. It will come back out once full. Or you can do it camping way, as in the caravan way, and it comes as an aqua row. You'll have your aqua row underneath, and you draw the water into the vehicle that way. In conjunction with that, underneath, I've showed you your dirty water. We now need to drain our fresh water, and it's exactly the same. Blue tap, turn it, drain it, and leave it open till the next time you're going to use it. We're on the Habitation side, so on this side we've got a 3-pin plug, so you've got electrics on the outside of the vehicle and inside the awning, so you're not leaving windows open. And then you've got your outside gas barbecue. That's the connection to connect it on. That then goes on to your hose of your device. Point to note, if you are going to use it, a long enough hose to take it away from the vehicle, or if you're using the awning, please do not use it in the awning in confined spaces. It's just an access point underneath your seats inside the vehicle, and as you can see, you've got a number of niceties in there. That being your handle for your rear steadies that I've shown you, that for your TV bracket, electric lead, and I'll show you the rest once we get inside. What we call
Freebies.
What we call your wet dry locker. Again, on the Habitation side, wet shoes, wet coats, wet anything inside there. It's all secured, all sealed, so nothing wet inside the vehicle.
Will you fit in there, love?
Your awning along the top of the vehicle. Please remember, it's user discretion, so you decide when you're going to use it. Please don't use it on a windy day. Please don't get it out in the morning, think it's a lovely day, and then go out for the day, because it won't be there when you come back. There'll be a chance, like it is now, just as we're talking, that little bit of breeze will lift it up, bend it, and damage it. To bring it out, you've got a T-bar. Place it in the housing without blinding yourself in the sun, and bring it out. Anti-clockwise. I can see you doing it with your hand there. Anti-clockwise. Bring it out so far so you can reach it, and it's good working as a pair here. You then come underneath to the legs individually, push it back on itself, and lower the legs down. Depending on, we won't do it because of the fence, depending on how high or low you want it, is depending on how high or low you lock the legs off. Yes, you can put it away wet, but if you do put it away wet, please get it out at the earliest opportunity and dry it off again. And it stows away like so. The V-shapes, as they are now, the more V-shape you've got, the stronger it is. You can take it out so they're nearly straight, but again, it's going to be at its weakest point at the same time. When you're putting it away, you can't over tighten it. It'll only go back so far.
Hasn't got a key, that.
Once it is back so far, it won't go back anymore, and it won't damage the vehicle. Sorry, what did you say?
No K-dar strip.
As in awning?
Yes.
Yes, it's underneath.
Oh, it's underneath. Oh yeah.
There, along the front.
Yes.
Happy with that?
K-dar strip. Hang on, I wish I could see. Yep, it's that. There it is. There's the K-dar.
All right.
Yeah.
Happy days.
That's it. Good grief. I just couldn't see it.
No, I'd seen that.
not
and the
just me
hardest
then.
part is getting it back out and the T-bar like so.
That's always, yes.
Always hard to get, especially when you're being watched as well.
Yes.
Also remember, on the passenger side is your diesel filler cap.
Yep.
That's the outside of the vehicle done. That's the easy part. Any questions at all on the outside of the vehicle before we go inside?
Nope.
No?
No?
I'm happy.
Perfect.
Very happy.
Please make your way inside.
Make your way inside, Mrs. Dawn. There you are, love.
There we are, and now welcome inside your new motorhome. I'm going to switch everything off and then we're going to start from the beginning again. So imagine you've just got to your campsite and we're using electric. So outside, before we even come in, we've got electric leading, we've got a full tank of fresh water, we've got gas on the system, and we're ready to go. And we've got our rear steadies down with our handle in front of the driving room. We're now going to come in and we need to start waking the vehicle up and switching it on. And that's all on control panels above the door. That control panel there, come on down, I don't bite. That control panel there might be black to begin with. It's just touch screen, touch it anywhere on there and it will light up as it is there now. We want to switch it on and start powering it up, and we're going to go top left and we're going to put our master switch on. As you can see, automatically on the right hand side, the inside light and the outside light have come on. And if you look around the vehicle, there are lights on in and around the motorhome already. If you don't want them on, you come back to the control panel, and the top one is your inside lights and they're off, and the underneath that, the light on its side, is your awning light switched off outside. However, we're going to switch them back on, purpose of the demonstration, so you've got perfect view of what we're doing. What else do we want to switch on? We want to switch our pump on. Blue lights on, our pump is now active. That can stay on at all holiday, and whenever we use the sink in the kitchen, in the bathroom, or use the toilet, it will work straight away and we don't have to switch it on and off. That's all you need to switch on. Perfect. What else can it do? It can show us lots and lots of information. And I'm not going to go through all of it, just for the demonstration. It's in the user handbook. Yep. This is a demonstration of how to use it. However, what we want to check is we want to check how much fresh water we've got in the vehicle. As you can see on there, I've put a full tank of fresh water in the vehicle. As and when that empties, that'll drop down and our waste level will go up. Again, I've shown you on the outside as and when to drop them. If we do press something on there and we pressed it by accident and we want to go home, press the home button, we go back to the main page. Again, on the right hand side, we're on V for vehicle battery, or again, you can go in and you can change it, L for leisure battery. L for leisure battery is what we want it on at all times. Down in the bottom right hand corner, again, I'm not going to go through all of it, it's just an overview. You can put tank heaters on, you can put your automatic tank fill, that's for when you use the aqua roll outside, that's where you'll use that one. And there's other battery selections that you can go into it. I'm not going to go into it in depth.
Just leave it on smart, basically.
Just leave it on smart as it is there now, leave it on smart. We've pressed the wrong button, we're going home. In a recap, master switch on, inside lights on, outside lights on, pump on, let's check our water, we're done on that one.
Time to get the kettle on.
Not yet, not yet. Before we go into our Truma heating and start putting hot water and central heating on, we need to do what's called priming our taps. Because the last time we went camping, we drained down all our fresh water, all our dirty water, and all our hot water. So at the moment, we've got no water in our hot water container. So we've got our pump master switch on, we've got our pump on, and we go to the kitchen sink first, and we put our hot water tap on. To begin with, it wouldn't do that. It would spit, sputter, get water everywhere, and when it comes through like that, we know we've got water in the hot water container. And the best way to do it is do it on one side, which we know is the hot, and for the people that's not that experienced, let's go all the way back round. Yes, it's cold, but if we do it on both sides, we know we've done it right. Once we've done it in that one, we then go into the bathroom and do it in there, but I've already done it as a part of the demonstration. Happy with that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now to put on the hot water and central heating. Come on over. Truma iNet box. Press the big button to wake it up. The first one flashing there, a picture of a motorhome with a thermometer inside it. This is our central heating. Press it to go into it. We can have our aircon on, which we've got there now.
It's lovely.
And it is lovely. Or we're going to put the heater on this time. So we're going to turn the aircon off and we're going to press the heater. We can have our heating off, a minimum of 5 degrees, or maybe for the ladies out there, we can go all the way up to 30 degrees inside the motorhome. Absolutely.
Got that the wrong way around, didn't it?
Say we want it at 11 degrees. So we're going to turn it back to 11 degrees and press it. That's now set at 11 degrees. Nothing you need to do to it unless you want to go in and turn it up and turn it down. That is our regulator, just like at home for our central heating. It's going to regulate it at 11 degrees inside the motorhome. And because we're now on 11 degrees, it's knocked the aircon off automatically, because we can't have aircon and 11 degrees. You have one or the other.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Over the moon.
Lovely.
That aircon felt lovely.
Lovely. Good, good. We're on a winner so far. Turn the dial slightly to the thermometer flashing. This is our hot water. Press it to go into it again. Again, we can have our hot water off. Eco, which is 40 degrees. Hot, which is 60 degrees. Or boost it to hot when you first get to the campsite for hot water quickly, or if you use on the shower, it just generates it quicker. But we only want it at hot. 60 degrees is fine. Press it. That's now set at 60 degrees. Nothing you need to do to it. On to what type of power you want to use in the motorhome. Picture of a lightning strike and a gas bottle. Press it to go into it. We can have our central heating and hot water working on gas. In the middle of the field, on the side of the motorway up in Scotland, so on and so forth. You've got it when you want it. Mix 1. I'll talk about it a little bit more in 2 seconds. We can have mix 1. 1 kilowatt of electric and a bit of gas if need be. Mix 2. Up to 3 kilowatts of electric and a bit of gas if need be. Electric 1. 1 kilowatt of electric. Electric 2. Up to 3 kilowatts of electric. Now used to, if you were using the van now on electric without my perfect demonstration and you was on electric, what one would you have it on?
Oh, I'd go to electric 2.
Electric 2. You're not wrong, you're absolutely right, but a bit of advice if you don't mind. If it was me and it was my van, I would have it on mix 2. Because why? It's doing exactly the same as it's doing on yours. It's using the electric that you've paid for. But when we first get to the campsite, like it is now, we're setting it up, it will use the electric and the gas to get it where it needs to be faster. Once it is there, it will only use the electric, like you've said.
Right.
However, when you're on holiday, you're not going to sit in the van all day, are you?
Nope.
You're going to go out and enjoy yourself. And during the night. What happens when you're on electric and the campsite has a power cut? You lose your central heating, you lose your hot water. Because I'm on mix, it automatically does the thinking for you, and because you're on mixture and the electric's gone off, it will automatically jump over onto the gas. Once the electric comes back on, it will automatically go back to the electric, so it won't waste your gas. It's a fail-safe for when you're not in the vehicle or over night time. If there's a power cut and you don't know about it, it does it for you. A fan, please don't confuse it with aircon. Unless you've got the aircon on, it is the aircon, but it's more in conjunction with your central heating, and that's what it blows it around the vehicle of nice and gently, like it is there now, eco, or you can put it on high and it'll boost it around the van nice and quickly. Yes, there is a warning triangle on that at the minute, and it's just telling you it's just because the gas pressure is low because we've not ran it through yet. If we switched it back off again now and switched it back on, it would clear it.
Right.
Down on the bottom is where you can go in and change the timings on the clock depending on what country you go to. And again, I'm not going to go into it, but you can go in and set timings that it comes on, set timings that it goes off, as in central heating. If you do it the basic way, like I've just shown you, you've done what you need to do.
Right.
At the end of the holiday, when you're switching it all off, it's good practice to go into each one and switch it off for your central heating, switch your hot water off, and it's good practice. Then to switch it off completely, keep your finger on the big button. Not yet. When it says off, take your finger off it. If you let it go when it says app, it's only half shut down and you'll cause yourself more problems. Because obviously the app works in conjunction with your Bluetooth. Any questions on those two control panels at all?
Nope.
Perfect. That's the hardest bit done.
I'll do a detailed go through all of that. It's dead easy, you don't need it, but I'll do it anyway, because.
Perfect. All I'll do now is show you the the oven working, fridge working, and other various things within the motorhome. So there's 2 things that won't work in the motorhome if you're wild camping. One being your electric ring, second one being your microwave. You have to be on your electric hookup to use that. Some customers do get it wrong. I'm not going to heat the electric ring up now, but I will show you the gas working. Yes, there is blue flame in there because it's burning the arm. And the third one on the back there. Do that?
I hate when you cannot see the flame.
Yeah, you can just see it there.
Just basically, yes.
All right?
Yeah.
Yes. Propane colours.
Yes. And then you've got a nice grill and a nice oven underneath. You can see the blue on there, hopefully you can see on there. And a nice big oven. There we are, set away lovely. Alright. Lovely, lovely. Just to show you all the catches are working underneath. Small storage underneath there.
Yeah.
Nice one up top. Just to show you all the catches are working. Cutlery tray on there and a larger one underneath. Kitchen rope on the back. In the kitchen area itself, you've got your 2 3-pin plugs up the top for toasters, kettles, whatever you want to use. And when you're not using all the appliances, you've got a lovely working surface to do all your preparation you need within the vehicle. To open the windows, newer version, they've got security in them, so press in the button and release the catches. And then depending on how far you want it, it won't open at the minute because we've got the door open, and just remember that. Blackout screen from the bottom, fly screen from the top, on every window. Nice bit of storage, crystal glasses, be careful with them please, on there, and then your cups and wine glasses in there. In the top, you've got that black box that's beeping at you. It's your Truma iNet box. Do you know much about it?
I know a little bit about it.
So I know a little bit about it as well. So what can you do? You can buy a prepaid SIM card, so a pay-as-you-go SIM card. You can put it into the top of there. As in the top there, there's a SIM card there. Inside there. You can then download the free app onto your mobile phones. You can then send a text from your phone to the box to turn your heating up, heating down, water up, water down while you're out and about at the pub. Yeah, it's all up and coming, fan-dabby-dozy. You can also connect it via your Bluetooth, especially for family with young children. Bluetooth capability within the vehicles. The little ones are on their iPads. Nice, quiet holiday.
Right, I should be checking the box to see if I can connect it up to the cellular Wi-Fi. Can you do that?
In here? No, you have to have a SIM card inside it.
I'm not halfway. It'll be Bluetooth only, darling.
There we are. In the end one is your TV booster box. As soon as you put your master switch on, that blue light starts to work, boosting the signal from your aerial into there, into your sockets. Being sockets in there. Alright?
Right.
Perfect. See, leads me straight back to the fridge. Your power button for your microwave is up top, so if you don't want it on, you can switch it on. Otherwise, on, set the timers, does what it needs to do. Your nice little fridge freezer. Power button on the left hand side. It will light up, do its own inboard check, and always go back to the last thing you were using. At the moment, the last thing we were using is gas. That's our temperature. If we want to control the temperature, turn it up on the right hand side. If we want to change it over to something else, we press the hollow square. That's probably the one customers are going to use if they're on a campsite using electric, because it's on automatic, so it's automatically choosing electric as the best source. Again, the same as at the top. If we have a power cut, it will automatically jump over onto the gas. If we then disconnect the electric and turn off the gas, it will automatically jump over onto the vehicle battery. But it won't work on the vehicle battery until the vehicle is running. Happy with that?
Yeah.
The only thing you need to remember when it's on automatic, especially for yourselves, if you don't mind me asking, when it's not being used, where's it parked? In fact, don't answer that because we're on YouTube At the end of the destination, when you get to your final destination, when it's on automatic, you have to manually come in and switch it off, because otherwise, wherever it's at, it's always going to be flashing on vehicle battery saying when you're going to start me, when you're going to start me, and it could drain the battery. If you don't want it on automatic and you just want it on electric, that's just on electric now. If at any time you look at it and it's flashing and there's a little red light in there and there's a number and a spanner, it's because there's a problem. For example, if we put it onto vehicle battery now, there we are, it's flashing, there's a number, there's a spanner and a little red light in there flashing telling us there's a problem. What's the problem? It's on vehicle battery and the vehicle isn't running. So be it on electric, be it on gas or anything, if it's flashing, there's a problem. Final destination, we're going to switch it off. Cupboard to the left hand side of that. Up top, we've got a little bit of storage doing what we need to do. Underneath that is where our master fuses and trip switches are. Fuses underneath there and trip switches underneath there. But what we can also do as well, when we're not using the vehicle, we can manually shut it down, i.e. the habitation side, so there's nothing at all working in the habitation side. And we can come in and we can manually turn our heating off, turn our charger off, and put the system shutdown button on. That shuts everything off in the habitation side. Absolutely fantastic. The only thing to remember is when you go to use the vehicle again, come in and switch them on. Otherwise, you'll get faults up on the control panel at all times.
The charger button, the green one.
Yes.
For charging. On our current van, they keep on saying when you set away, switch it off. And then when you get to your destination, after you've plugged your electric in, switch it on. Is this going to make no difference?
Make no difference on this one. Make no difference.
Good.
So if you're going from your house to the campsite, that can be on at all times. If you know you're not going to use the vehicle for maybe a week or more, then yeah, of course you'd come in and prior plan and preparation, you'd switch it all off so it doesn't drain the leisure battery. You know that you're going to use it, switch it all on, it's going to be alright.
Right. The other thing as well, obviously it hasn't reset everything in the control unit up the top, because if we switch, in our current van, if we switch it off altogether, like that, like you just did, it resets the
let's go and have a look.
The unit completely.
Come back this way. Just have to give it a little bit of time. In fact, we're carrying the demonstration, let that do what it needs to do, and we'll come back to it and I'll show you that should be back to the way it was.
Yeah.
Alright? And we're going to stay on that side because I'm now going to show you how to drain your hot water. So it's on the driver's side, underneath the little square, and lift it up. That is your Truma boiler. That's holding all your hot water. We need to drain this down as well. On the right hand side, you've got that black compartment with the blue handle on top at the moment and the 3 to 9 position.
Yep.
We need to drain it down. So to drain it down, we're going to turn that handle to the 6 to 12 o'clock position. And very difficult to see on the video, but on the front, a blue button will pop out like so. That's now draining all your hot water out of the vehicle. Like I said, to lock it back off, turn that back 3 to 6 position, and on the front of it, press in the blue button. Like so.
Easy enough.
Easy. What's very good about this as well, again, it does the thinking for you. If you forget to drain that, because it's under the seat, easy to forget about, if the temperature drops below 3 degrees in and around the vehicle, in and around that, it will think you're not using the vehicle and automatically dump it for you. Perfect. Wow. Does the thinking for you. You've got your 2 single beds, or it can be pulled out into the king size massively, and all we do by that is pull it out, reach it. Remember, this cushion gets turned upside down, that part goes nearest the wall. Same on the other side. Back cushions are your filling cushions. Customers get that wrong and they sleep on that and then complain because they've got a bad back. So we've now done the hot water. Going back to your question, that's now set itself. Let's go back to make sure it's doing what it needs to do. Heater, it's off, which we left it off anyway.
Yeah.
Our hot water, it's off because we left it off anyway. It's back to the way we left it.
Yeah.
Again, keep your finger on the button until it says off, not up. So that's answered that question.
It's a bonus, isn't it?
Back to your nice little lights under the vehicle. Again, controlled by little switches on all four. However, it might be that you want all four of them on the same side. So very nicely, all you need to do is take it off. Perfect. Put it back on, and you can have them all on one side if you want to do. The little things matter. That's what my wife says.
They do.
She's not wrong. A quick one for everybody out there. If anybody knows of USB outlets that'll fit into those tracks, in the comments down below, please. Everybody wants them. Nobody can find them.
Exactly.
And they have to exist.
Same as the other windows, bigger though, blackout screens, fly screens, and you've got the security buttons in between all of them to do it. Exactly the same on the opposite side. Up top, the top window, there's a number of ways you can use this. Again, pressing the center buttons to release it. This time we're going out for the day. We want a little bit of air coming in. That's still secured, but a little bit of draft is coming in. Or it's a nice day and we're in the vehicle. Open it, handle down, all the way up.
Right.
Lovely. There's one more set as well. It's a little bit windy, but you want a bit more draft coming in. Bring it back down onto the rear latches this time. Lock the catches off. Again, a bigger gap, security. It's not going to go anywhere. And even on the top, it's got its blackout screen of a night time, fly screen of a daytime. Please don't travel with any windows open. I've shown you the lighting, but you've even got touchscreen lighting as well. One in the centre and one either side. Simply touch it. Absolutely fantastic. One in the rear, and you'll have one in the bathroom as well. Front window, a little bit different. Pressing the catches. This time,
Windy.
and a windy. Even though it's in the hab, it's classed as a habitation, don't drive with it open. Only the drivers and passengers door. Have to say it because people do get it wrong. And then it's our fault for not saying. Again, on this one, slightly different. You've got your black fly screen first. This time, close your fly screen to give you your blackout screen. Close them both together.
Do you know what I like about all these blackout screens? There's none of them have got sewing holes in. Unlike our current one that has sewing holes in. You can't get blacked out.
Really?
Can't get blacked out.
Carbon monoxide, because we've got gas in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Smoke alarm has to be in there for health and safety. Everybody knows you burnt the toast.
I'm deaf and that hurts.
Pull out table inside there, and again, rails on top. Into the bathroom, nearly done. Nice little secret compartment above the toilet for fresh toilet rolls or whatever you want to use inside. Fixed toilet so it doesn't move, but we want to remember to get into a routine is we need to open it, then we use the toilet, then we flush the toilet, then we close the toilet. Remember, if you leave that open and try and take the cassette out from outside, it's not going to come out and you are going to break that off, so the smell's always going to come back in the vehicle.
I just want to refresh that because a lot of people need to hear this again and I want to be sure we've got it right. So I'll talk through it. Open it, drop, flush, close.
Correct.
Not as some people seem to want to do, drop, flush, open, close.
Because you'll get a splashback and that's not very nice. Inside your wardrobe, I've shown you your Truma iNet box, which is above the kitchen. We've then got another one, which is your Hawaii Wi-Fi box. Now this time you can get your Wi-Fi. Again, it's another SIM card, put it in, gives you Wi-Fi. Again, Dave's got all the user manuals for what it does and what it does inside. Nice big rail for the ladies, not much room for the men. We haven't found nothing for the men yet. You've then got your table and leg that goes in the front, just behind the driver's and passenger's door. Underneath that, 3 more drawers. 1, 2, 3. Last but not least, your toilet, your wash basin. Nice blue LED lights, controlled on the right hand side. Soap dispenser, toothbrush, just to show you the water is working inside. And on the other side, and more storage underneath there. Nice big shower cubicle. Unhook it, unfold it, close it behind you. I'm not going to set the waterway now because I am a bit shy, but it is working and has been tested.
There are ladies up and down the land so disappointed.
They're crying now. They're crying.
They are.
Never mind.
Because I've been in it. Yeah.
So the seats can move forwards and backwards by the handle there to move it forwards and backwards. They can then also turn around into extra seating of the motorhome itself. In the centre there's a handle and it will go both ways, and to answer the question, that's how they go all the way around. I won't do it because we're there. As you can see there, we've got extra security at the front seat for those with short legs, and just underneath there's a plate and it just goes in and out depending on how far you want it out. There we are.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have been indoctrinated, inducted and inveigled, and pleasurably so, into the world of the Autosleepers Winchcombe. Jill and I, that's her over there, Jill and I are absolutely ramming to get into this thing and get away and take you with us and show you around. We're going to do a series of mini videos showing you how each of the bits work, like the Wi-Fi. I'll go through that. How to drive it, I'll go through that. And yes, there is a way of doing a handbrake turn with an electronic brake. I'll show you how to do that. All right, I won't. I won't. But we'll take you through some of the nitty-gritty bits in little sizable chunks so you can get that all sorted out for yourselves. So until we see you next time, enjoy the roads,
Enjoy the sound.
but most of all, enjoy your life. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.